Yeah. Hello, hello everyone to the first match of this week's Bingo League action. We got like a really good banger right off the bat with Paper versus Rimato. Uh, yeah, it's a kind of a big rivalry. Has been for months, but recently Paper has been slacking a little bit, not putting out his best matches. But on the other hand, Paper has a better win rate against me this bingo league than Rimato has. To be fair, Paper has also lost twice as many games against me than Rimato, so I'm not too sure how valuable that data is. But just based on win rates, I would favor Paper in this best of three. Rimato's kind of wash anyway, so it would make sense that Paper would only win. Either way.
Yeah, if we go back in time, the 1v1 lockout from March had a finally right between like the grand finals were Paper Rimato.
In the regular lockout,
Yeah.
I do believe that Paper actually won that tournament, so he won against Rimato. In the invasion tournament, we had like the one
The
infamous
insane match.
game. We had one like infamous game about like invasion game of Rimato Paper. I think that was winners finals, where both raced to Pianta 16 and Paper lost and lost the game based on that. The invasion finals, I actually do not remember, but they did it like a row control showcase match rather recently.
Mm-hmm.
I do not remember what form exact. Oh, I think for like a charity marathon.
Oh yeah,
And
true. Exactly.
that was a pretty decent match that Romano took. And in this league, Paper versus Romano, the lockout match went also not necessarily Paper favored because he lost, but it didn't seem too bad. Although Paper has had some rough games, like the match against Mike, he didn't even show up. Against Samu, he was in a pretty losing position, was able to come back, but it forfeited because he thought Samu was actually doing something smart to close out the game. Like something to actually like 9 pipes when pipes were terrible on the card. That would have been Samu's win con. Paper was like, yeah, this is probably what Samu's doing. Hits the reset button and loses a game that he was favored to win.
Yeah.
Uh,
This is like
and then
Paper's most insane tournament so far.
yeah, and like the best of three against me that could have gone my way as well with a few things like remembering that I traded in 10 blue coins. That could have gone my way, and then so Paper is not like performing too well. But the thing is, it's still Paper. Paper can have some good matches, but he needs to play with. I said this. He needs to play with heart. He needs to actually play to win, play to try hard, try his best, and then he's very threatening. Also for Rimato, who's having a much better like league overall. As said, he lost to me, but that was like his only loss, and that was like an off game from him. He like when I watched that back, for instance, in the league tournament, with like with Mike together,
Mm-hmm.
we were like, yeah, this is not how Rimato usually plays. So
He was giving you a
that's
chance.
he's it's like an off day, and then on an off day it's not too surprising when you just lose against someone who is good. And Paper can be good. Luckily for them, they are only playing one match today. Uh, yeah,
Yeah,
they're playing only one.
they managed to schedule their matches, so it's one today and two on Sunday.
Yeah, and the good thing is you don't have to play 3 games in a row, which is absolutely terrible. Not because of like hype or anything, just by the third game you already feel exhausted, and after this you actually can't you can't do anything for the rest of the day. like last week on Saturday, we played all 3 matches, and then I was like, okay, I wanted to do like some uni work, and then I didn't do. I ended up doing nothing the entire day for like I don't know how many hours. So having this spread on 2 days is pretty good, also for paper, but also for Rimato. In case if Rimato has an off day today, he only loses 1 game instead of the best of 3. That being said,
Let's
yeah,
have a look at the card, right?
yeah, a bit long of an introduction.
I mean, we
Both just
didn't take time before the game starts, so
true.
it's still fine.
This is roll control. Roll control is a bit weird. I'm not that good at roll control. I think people like PK are probably better at analyzing a card for roll control specifically. Right off the bat, though, row 4 has some weird things with 15 M's talents in Gelato, but it has a lot of level progression with 8 from 1, 5 from 2, and Pinochet Mario. So probably for this row in particular, you want level progression. For the others, like row 3, you have 6 pipes, which is and 4 from 3, which can be Pianta. 5 from Pianta is pretty decent. And you have 300s, which is actually kind of terrible as a goal, but like you have 200s, you have Jada hundreds, actually kind of work out pretty well. That being said, row 2 has 4 hiddens, which is also level progression. It has 4 uniques, which kind of is not that much of level progression. 2 from 5 is not that synergistic with 5 from 2, for instance. So maybe row 2 is not as great. But row 1 has 2 hidden in 1 level, 6 hiddens, and 4 from Noki, which can be pretty good. Backups being 9 from Delfino for Shine Count can also work out. Delfino hundreds is probably not even that bad on this card, especially with lives in row 5 and getting to pinner earlier for the pinner hidden, and just general level progression / 5 links that are on row 3. So I do actually expect either a Noki, yeah, not Noki, a Rico or Piata start from at least Rimato or both of them, just because both of these levels have fast shines, and 5 enemies works with Rico, Pipes works with Pianta. Pianta is a little bit faster in terms of actual level shines, and can work out well for any other shenanigans that Rimato might want to go for.
Yeah, you're not gonna work on your bosses or hiddens by going into Pianta, but as you said, you're working on 5 from 2 and 6 pipes and M's. Like, I would assume Rimato just does Pianta 1 right now with M's,
Yeah.
and then leaves to like finish up 15 M's at least, and maybe get 1 or 2 bosses on the way, depending on how he thinks he's ahead, or like how much margin he has to leeway to lose time.
I do wonder how many shines he actually opts to go for in Pianta, since episode 3 is one of the faster level shines, but episode 4 is a tad bit slower. So maybe doing 3 in Pianta, then doing some other stuff might work out depending on how early you want to go, or like what you want your shine count to be at a certain point. That being said, he's collecting a bunch of M's in Pianta, making the chomplets a bit weird, but manages to get them done while Paper is just unlocking Bianco. Wants to go into Bianco, which is kind of interesting. Might want 15 M's as well, and does it with Bianco instead. That can be a play that you opt to go for.
Yeah, I mean, he could get the... what is this? Like 3 M's in the village, plus the one on the wall, the windmill. Then defeat PD, it's one of the 4 bosses. And access for secrets, hidden, reds. There's no reds on this card, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, secrets and hiddens. There's no secrets either. Yeah, just at least it's one of the bosses, right? You need the PD if you want to go for unique bosses later on. And then go into into Rico probably.
That being said, I think Pogo and Rimato timed the 15M start a little bit, and Bianco is technically faster than Pianta, but both of them assume that you do not finish out the level. And Bianca too has a pretty decently length cutscene, and PD fight that takes a while, which means that Bianca 2 loses out to Pianta 1. Not quite the shocker, but for EMS, it is pretty significant.
Yeah, that makes sense. If you spend time fighting a boss, you're definitely gonna lose time to the cutscenes, because all bosses have cutscenes when you think about it.
Mm. So either the FMV cutscenes or not. So I guess like Wiggler doesn't have a is a unique boss and doesn't have a cutscene. So if we're being technical here,
Which one doesn't have a cutscene?
Wiggler.
Oh,
It's in row 3, row 5. I mean, that's important.
true.
We will definitely see Wiggler on this card. We actually might see Wiggler if one like 7 bluebirds is contestable, Pennerhen is contestable, 45 tolls is also contestable, 18 lives is. We might see like a split of 2-2 in terms of goals, and then it would be a Wiggler race if they both wanted row 5 that badly. But depending on how early it is 2-2, I don't even think securing Wiggler would be a good idea. I think it's a terrible goal unless it somehow works pretty well with 5 from 2 for you.
when do you want to work on lives on this card? Like once you got two goals in row 5, or just no?
I feel like Rimato probably will work them in with like Delfina hundreds. I think is pretty fine just for shine count. Although you might also want level progression, so it's kind of what you actually want. Like, what is the game plan going to be in order for yeah, to determine when you want to go for lives. If you want to route them in with Delfino, or if you actually want to grind them at one point.
Yeah. Where would you see the 200s happen? Like Delfino Pianta?
That's definitely a possibility. We might see Pinner, but of course we won't see this really early. At most we see Delfino hundreds rather early to get to Pinner, but that's that would be about it. We would see maybe Drado hundreds at a later point, but 15 M's is currently contention, and Rimato is quite far ahead.
Yeah, so basically, they're gonna race for 15Ms and then probably focus on enemy blues or hidden Pina. Rimato didn't get the link pair in Pianta 1, so he will have to go back if he wants to get there before Pina.
Yeah. Since there are also 7 bluebirds, it wouldn't be the absolute worst to get the Jado linked later on, or getting the Rico linked if you want the unique boss. But I feel like that wouldn't be too close off Ramada's play. It might be. He's also like skipping even the fountain blue coin, which is pretty interesting because that blue coin is basically on the way. It's actually literally on the way.
Yeah, I was wondering why he was avoiding some of these blues, and it's probably just because he's afraid to be behind or like very tight just in terms of racing to that goal.
Yeah. He did not get the Under the Village M because he wanted to finish out Pianta 1 actually. So he needs to get this one that far away. Still wins it. Paper might not be too upset about this. It's the only thing that kind of sucks for him is that he didn't make too much level progress. But too much level. He didn't get too much level shines out of this. So Rimato can maybe commit to something else and win out to row 4.
One of the good things for Paper right now is that Rimato doesn't know he has blue coins. So maybe he has a card to play towards the 45 holes and 60 that just Rimato won't expect, like, or just will be surprised with. Like, he probably expects that this was a race to 15 Ms, but he doesn't know.
It's kind of interesting because I've like from what I remember and just in general, Paper has like hard committed in his first league game against me has committed to blue coins. Then for a while he hasn't been going super hard on blues, so has favored just level progression instead, and didn't. I think anyone in one match didn't even get 10 blue coins at one point, like in one match. And he started to get be a bit more blue focused again. So I don't know what Rimato actually thinks Paper wants to do. Maybe Paper is being the blue coin addict he sometimes was, or maybe Rimato thinks he's even entirely ignoring them.
Sometimes Paper wants the blue coins, sometimes he doesn't. No one can tell until the match is over.
Yeah, sometimes he wants them a bit like in the middle of the game and just commits for them. At least that felt like it in Samo vs Paper in the last week of the round robin. But either way, Rimato's grabbing a bunch of links, got a half in the final, got the one in Rico entirely, and goes back into Pianta. I do wonder if he wants to do a 5-linked play without Pinner, or if he wants to, if he opts to go for something else.
Is that even faster though?
Yeah.
For him right now in the current context.
I think so. Maybe he wants to do a play of row 3 with having like 4 from 3 as a backup, but primarily focusing on 5 links, 6 pipes, and 300s. And he knows that Paper just can't rush to the 5 links. Even though 9 Venus is on in row 1 and Noki Shines is also in row 1, so there's some incentive to go for the Venus Shines and rushing Pinner. Level Shines is more important, and at the worst, Rimato is getting decently fast ones with Pianta right now.
Yeah, so probably maybe enter Pinner with like 4 linked pairs, like maybe not even enter Bianco and finish the 5 linked pairs there. Why would Rimato enter Bianco? That's the thing I'm confused about right now.
Well, primarily
Blues?
for it has like pretty good 10 blues, and for 5 links it's also worth considering. Maybe 18 lives. Maybe Rimato wants to grind lives, but he would need something in row 5, which might be 7 bluebirds with Pianta. Rimato might want 8 from Pianta. That can definitely happen. It wouldn't even be too bad for him.
Yeah, that's pipes. That's the bird and lives. You can get lives too if you want to. If you really want to.
He probably doesn't want to grind lives in Pianta, but he might want to. Like he'll probably grab. How many are there on the way to Pianta 5? You can probably get. You can probably get 4 at a reasonable, like 3/4 when you want to eliminate your chance of early cycle.
Oh no, Rimato. Okay, he's fine. You can get 4 1-ups before entering the secret?
You can get 3 1-ups, and one is like very far out of the way, and I actually do not know how to get that 1-up without actually dying. So, I
Sounds
yeah,
worth it.
it's like, okay, that's one 1-up that's like really far out, and I have actually no idea how to get this like 1-up without sliding on the tree. And I do not. I'm bad at the tree backup things, like any strat that involves getting from hovering on the tree constantly to getting back on safe ground. So maybe that one of us actually just, oh yeah, you get this one and the exit area.
Okay. I mean, you could just grind lives in 5 red at that point. If you need to enter a level to exit area for 1-1-up, you know.
I mean, there are still 3, but and 1 in the secret that you can get without too much hassle. You lose a little bit of time to text boxes. Actually, when I think about this, it can also increase your chances of early cycle, but at the same time, okay, it would increase the chances of. No, wait. It would be a text box. Maybe I'm just a lunatic about this.
Paper has 4 enemies right now and seems to be trading. He will still need 1 shine though. So 1 shine into the enemy in Pina to finish the 5 enemies.
Yeah, probably wants to unlock Gelato with Beach Shine, and then goes into Pinna for the 5 links.
Does he have 2 linked already? He didn't get the one in Bianco. He got the one in Rico. I didn't see
Did he
it.
want? Did he get the one in Rico?
Not sure. I know Rimato did, but I don't think he did. So yeah. I'm not actually sure. And
We
Rimato
would
is
need,
working on NPCs right now.
yeah, 5 NPCs on the board. I feel like Rimato actually wants to skip Pinna entirely and go to Noki. Winner to Noki with Pianta.
Why would you take
Skipping Pinna.
4 bananas?
Probably
He wants
4
to.
uniques.
Oh!
1.
He wants to get into Serena just after?
Yeah, that's. If we see Suno 100s that early on, Rimado's like, okay, yeah, I don't even need to do smart things to win against paper. That would actually be that would be BM if he did Suno 100s right now, because I'm very sure he doesn't know, he doesn't think that he should get to, he shouldn't do Suno 100s. And doing the unique boss kind of doesn't. I do not really understand the decision. Oh, okay, I'm stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind.
I mean, I thought he would go for the NPCs, but I didn't. I thought he would also go for the boss afterwards. I guess just NPCs.
Dude, okay, I'm honestly, I haven't played bingo in a week. Means I've completely forgot about these NPCs. That's my excuse. I'm actually stupid. Holy.
It's fine.
It's an honest mistake. It's an honest mistake.
And so, Romero has 5 NPCs. He doesn't have enemies at all, and he has 4. No wait, 3 linked pairs: Delfino, Rico,
Yeah.
Pionta. Did you get
Yeah.
Pionta?
Hey. He. Oh no, he didn't get Pianta, I think. But Paper is ahead to Penna, so probably will lose out the linked race against Rimato, who also needs free in Penna. That being said, wait, did Paper get the linked in Rico? I forgot.
I don't actually know. If someone could check that quickly. I know he just got the one in Delfino.
Yeah, he backtracked for the Delfino link, so I just hope he did.
I'd assume he actually got that one because, like, this is Division 1. I
Ooh.
don't expect them to forget. how many link pairs they have.
I mean,
Happens.
some of us forget how many blue coins they have, so it's
True.
it's not that clear cut.
It's interesting that Paper has time to finish the enemies. At that point, Rimato must be asking himself, like, what is Paper doing? Since
Yeah.
it's been 24 minutes and there's still no click, no info. It's not a it's not a Delfino rush for Pina. Whereas 9 will be clicked. It's not enemies. It's just confusing, probably.
Yeah, I think with the 5 NPCs, there can be the little off chance that no, Rimato didn't do Bianca too. Like, Paper doesn't think Rimato did a Bianca NPC, probably just because he lost, by how much he lost the EMS race to Rimato. So he probably has deduced that either Rimato skipped out on doing Bianca 2, or Rimato did Pianta. And it's probably Pianta in Paper's mind.
I mean, we all know how much Rimato loves Pianta anyway, so... If there's Pianta on the card, he's gonna go for it.
Yeah. Rimato got 45 total. Pretty early.
Yeah.
25 minutes in. He has about 4 minutes to finish out his 60 totals before the draft picks go. Wait.
There's no draft.
I tried to make a joke.
Oh. I was like, you're tired.
Yeah.
But no.
Paper's...
I'm the one tired right now, apparently.
Paper is a little bit behind to the Pinner Hidden race. Let's see if he actually opts to go for the Pinner Hidden race. Maybe he has something else in mind.
Well, Rimato Maycat didn't start too well, so I think Paper is ahead now. Yeah, they're basically tied.
Yeah. Pretty close. It's pretty close. I feel like the issue is Rimato and Paper both do like the same strats, so it actually comes down to Rimato messing up more so than maybe Paper's stream is a bit more behind, and it's okay. Never mind. We won't see a Pinner Hidden race.
Yeah, I'm thinking like, how does 2 hiddens from Pina compare to 2 hiddens from Pianta?
It depends. It mostly depends on how much Rimato wants to go for this. Like, how soon he wants to go for this. He's definitely ahead to the 2 hidden Pinner, but he's not that far ahead. That being said, both just level progressions for it's both what these the runners are doing, just the level progression in their respective levels is very variable, just for row 4 and row 1. And in general, like row 3, also for 4 from 3, might be in Paper's interest, especially having 5 enemies, 5 links. It's basically Paper's, if he really wants to focus on a 4 from 3. And he's making progress, like he has done Rico 4, I think. He did Bianca already. He did 2 shines in Pinner. So 4 from 3 might be a Paper favorite right now, but it's not, of course, not comfortable, really comfortable.
Yeah, I was thinking for Paper, like, what if he got the hidden here in Pina into the 2 hiddens from Rico? That would be 6 from Rico, so it's almost there for 8 from 1, and that's 3 secrets out of 4 and 6.
True, Paper actually has Rico open for 2 hit in 1 level. And Rimato doesn't really know this because 5 enemies is still not clicked yet. So Rimato actually has no real info on the Rico progression. So if Paper opts to do 2 hit in 1 level in Rico right after this might turn out really well for him. Oh, does it actually? 5 from 2 is still in the air, but it's definitely Paper favored right now. The other is like 7 Bluebirds is Rimaldo favored, of course. Like row 5 is Rimaldo favored. Row 4 is definitely Paper favored. And row 4 is. Did I say row 4 before? Row 4 is pretty. I would say even Paper favored. And row 3, of course, Paper favored. Which means Rimaldo is left with row 2 and row 1. And row 2 is not that great for him. He needs like 4 uniques. Paper has just a shot at 4 uniques. 4 hiddens is also probably Papers, if I had to guess. So yeah. Row 1 might 2 hidden and Rico might not even matter too much depending on what Paper is deciding to do.
Yeah, Paper didn't decide to go for Rico, the Rico play, which is fine. You could argue both ways, either 4 from 3 or 5 from 2 plus hidden progress. He only has technically 1 hidden right now, which is Peanut 2 hidden. And going for 2 hiddens from Rico would sure secure that goal, but wouldn't click 4 hiddens yet. So maybe he wants to get another hidden first, like Shadow, or just get 4 from 3 here.
Yeah.
To Gelato Sand into Rico hiddens.
Romano doesn't get the other life. Probably needs the other life for his backup setup, so that's inefficient. Paper might want to go for 5 from 2 now. Feels that 8 from 1 might be secure, which might actually be the case. I feel like Paper has a decent shot at row 2 and row 4. And row 3, as said, is definitely favored for him. Although not as much, because he already has 4 from Pinner, doesn't need Pinner 4 right now. But 5 from 2 is definitely still up in the air. And at least in Paper's mind. And with what Rimato has shown, 5 from 2 might actually also be not the safest.
I mean, Rimato has shown blue coins. So he's still missing a lot of information on what progress Rimato has. When Rimato clicks, I mean, at this point, Rimato will not click 6 pipes. Until, like, he really knows that he got 4 from 3.
He already has 6 pipes, I think. He did the beach pipe.
Yeah.
So he did 5 from Pianta, he did beach pipe, that's 6 pipes, but I don't think it matters too much. He probably needs to delay this for an eternity if he actually wants to win row 3. But he's grinding lives right now. He gets to a decent, to a good number. 19 is pretty good because you can die once, you can do a mistake, and still have the 18 lives. Paper's going back into Pinner, which is kind of interesting, and I think at that point, Paper wins to him in 1 level, but might lose to
I guess
8
he
from
wants
1.
8 from 1 and Pinash at Mario.
That can definitely be the case.
Because he already has the hidden, but he's keeping Pina 5. Also, his stream is broken right now, so I'm gonna try to reload it. If it breaks, it's not my fault.
Yeah,
it's already broken.
If it...
Yeah, but basically, like, I think Paper is trying to get for the sneaky Pina 6 into Pina 7 into Pina 6 reds to get 2 hidden in 1 level. Pinash at Mario and from 1.
I feel like securing to hidden one level might be a bit more important. Yeah, just because Pinash Mario is too specific. If it was a one-shot Mario, it would probably be more wise to go for the Shell Mario first. But this is actually pretty close. The Paper needs to not mess up really in Pinna 6, which we do not know what currently is happening. And he needs to go for Pinna 6 Reds immediately. Any update? Paper,
No.
Paper. Papa?
I'm actually sending a message. We're probably gonna pause after this giant grab.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just gonna pause for now.
Yeah. Okay, Rimato's paused. Paper, we do not know. Thank you, Rimato. I didn't know what goal to pick. I would have clicked 6 pipes, which might be a bit paused. Okay. So game state. How do we feel about this? I'm trying to think. So what, depending on what paper is actually doing, if we don't know where he is, so if he's going back into Pinna 6 for the hidden, I feel like this is kind of a blow for a model, although the 2 hidden in 1 level is actually not that crucial. More crucial is 8 from 1 right now, which is definitely favored for Rimato. Wait, yeah, he only needs 1 more shine. I forgot he did the Pianta hidden. While Paper has 6. So yeah, 8 from 1 is probably Rimato's, which makes row 4 pretty Rimato favored. Although at the same time, 5 from 2 is not something Rimato will win, because Paper only needs 1 more shine in Rico, while Rimato needs 4 more shines in every single any level. Pinashamar is obviously Paper's, unless he chooses. Oh, he's in. Where exactly? He's in the secret. But does he have flood? Hold on, I just. Oh yeah, he doesn't have flood, so he just got into the secret, which is pretty tough for him. Resume.
All right, there we go. We're ready.
Yeah.
Thank
and
you
Paper. Paper's off cycle. Paper's off cycle right now, which is pretty tough. It's actually very rough for him.
It's probably our fault too because of the pose.
Yeah.
And he died. I mean, now he's not off cycle anymore.
Yeah, but Paper's now playing with a deficit in terms of time, so I feel like Rimato should have passed for a bit longer, but Rimato is... Well, Rimato favorite stream, of course. Right now, I don't think it matters too much, depending on how...
Paper missed the rollout. That's pretty bad now. He could even consider exiting Area and finishing like the 2 hiddens in Rico.
I don't think it matters too much. Paper is at 0 lives.
Yeah. Now he's off cycle.
Yeah, now he's really off cycle again.
Well, in the meantime, Rimato is gonna grab his 5th Bluebird. He got a twin Pinna, the twin Pinna, and this guy.
Yeah. Paper is taking it a bit safe. Can't blame him. Being off cycle is really difficult.
And you don't want to
Gets
game
to
over in
DW.
bingo.
Yeah.
Who would do that?
I don't know. I'm so like I'm not too sure if Paper doesn't want to. I'm trying to think.
Still contest 8 from 1 and Pinash the Mario?
No, I was trying to think of a joke with like not wanting to game over, but like he wants to forfeit or something. I don't even know. Anyhow.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
in the meantime, Rimato did the triple click of 2 hidden 1 level, 6 pipes, and 18 lives, showing a Paper that he's still playing the game. And now clicks 8 from 1.
Yeah, the 8 from 1 is what was a weird delay because 2 hidden in 1 level and 6 pipes is I guess it could have been Serena. Cool. Doesn't really matter. Serena would have been kind of really odd.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see a reason to go deep zero now. Or even like Manta for 4 unique bosses, I guess.
Now, like, with Rimato having, like, with Paper losing so much time in Pinna 6, he lost quite some time with hidden progress, so Paper needs to rush the 4 hiddens. Good thing for Paper is that Rimato needs a bit more stuff. Like, you know, Paper can just do the Sand hidden and then do Rico hiddens, while Rimato needs to do 1 shine and at least 1 shine and then the hidden. But Paper doesn't seem to go for 4 hiddens, or seems to go for a losing way of 4 hiddens.
I mean, does Rimato want row 2? Now he can
He
just do
definitely
Delfino shines.
he probably needs row 2. Or does he?
No, he has row 5. Like, he just
Yeah.
needs to click 7 birds. Row 1 is missing 9 Delfino shines, or 4 from Noki. So both work. Like, if you lose one, maybe you win the other one. Like, he's gonna enter Noki right now, like in next
Yeah,
round.
I was still thinking Paper had the 8 from 1 lead, but Rimato actually decided to finish out 8 from Pianta pretty early. So Paper definitely yeah. What was I going to say?
Is that 4
Anyhow.
from 3? No, wait. That's 2 from 5. Okay, that's 2 from 5. Okay. Yeah. So he has 2 from Pianta and 2 from Pina now. I think that's all.
I feel like this might be a 4 hidden play, even though Rimato could have traded in and got the Noki bird, which at that point would have been better. Probably also wants like a bit of 4 from 3 slash 5 from 2 progress, like just in case. But this unfortunately won't work out too much unless Paper is able to sneak away the Gelato hundreds and gets 5 from 2, which is not unreasonable, but Paper also needs to prioritize this a little bit if Rimato opts to go for 5 from 2. Of course, Paper won't know until a bit later what he actually needed to prioritize.
Yeah, I wonder
Yeah.
when a Paper is gonna click the Hundo from Gelato, because that's pretty much a win con for Rimato. Like, if Rimato gets this, he wins. So
Yeah. With the 200s, Paper is getting the lead in terms of 200s and technically 300s, which is kind of spicy actually.
do you get the lead in anything when you do Gelato hundreds?
What did you say?
Do you get the lead in anything when you do Gelato hundreds as one of your hundo shines?
Yeah. Like when you do Jada hundreds, you have the terrible hundreds out of the way. To be fair, Paper had Delfino, Pianta, Noki, and Pinna hundreds available, but of course, Jada hundreds is a goal.
Yeah.
Means that Jada hundreds is not unvaluable as hundreds.
So 7 birds got clicked by Rimato, which signify to Paper, don't go deep into Gelato, you're wasting your time. What do you think
like
about this
2
delay?
birds.
By like, what was what? A minute and a half? 2 minutes and a half?
I think it's kind of unnecessary, but at the same time, you feel, as a Rimato, you feel pretty confident that if Paper did Bianco to actually get to 7 birds, that you are in a pretty decent spot already. In which case, you do not mind losing 7 bluebirds too much, because you probably would be ahead to quite a lot of other stuff. Like row 1 would be basically yours. Row 4 will probably be yours as well. Also, this is very close. Paper actually needs to go for 5 and 2. He needs to prioritize this. If Paper goes now into Rico, gets his 5th shine there, then we have a match going on.
It looks like Rimato thought, okay, I have the choice between Hundo from Gelato as a win con, or 5 from Pinna. 5 from Pinna is faster. And it has more synergy overall, but yeah.
It has more synergies, but it's definitely not faster than Jar Hundreds. Jar Hundreds is not that slow. It's not slower than 4 shines and Pinna. Also, Paper is going into Rico. I like to see this from him.
Wait, why 3?
Ooh, never mind.
That's
a
30
Rico
second
Hundreds.
lost.
That's a Rico Hundreds.
Oh.
That's a Rico Hundreds.
Okay. I was like, he wants one of the Heathens, but no. Because the Heathens got clicked anyway.
Ooh. This is going to be really rough for Paper. That's actually pretty sad. He was behind, so he kind of needed a greedy play like this. Probably banked on having won the Jada Hundreds race, like barely. Because he probably just didn't expect Rimato to go for 5 and 2. Unfortunately, won't work out at all.
Yeah, I guess that's like one of the last shines we're gonna see. I mean, no, then we have to get 2 more Hiddens, which are gonna be Noki 2, I mean Noki Bird and whatever Rimato decides to go for.
Yeah. This is kind of unfortunate. It would have been a pretty spicy match otherwise, just because with 200s being like, if Rimato actually did Jada hundreds and lost out to this, like by I don't know how much, it would have been pretty spicy. But this is a pretty sad ending to a match that could have been, as said, very close, very spicy still.
Yeah. Right now, Paper is he probably knows that it's gonna be very difficult to bring this back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pausing.
This means it's gonna be very difficult to bring this back.
Yeah.
I mean, he needs 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, he needs a lot. Which Umato's just doing 4 from Noki, wins out. Paper doesn't even want to play anymore.
Forgot to change the score. This is not automatic.
True. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what are you doing, Papa.
Yeah, battery streamer.
Yeah. generally speaking, I think I was vocal like a few times about this, but I do not like players just like stop playing after they think they have 0 win con. But against Rimato, you know that you have lost at that point, so it's not too BM in my opinion.
Yeah, Paper just waiting. I hope Rimato doesn't BM because it's just gonna be a waste of time.
Yeah.
Just Shadow saying that it's over.
He already got that one, I think.
Did he?
Yeah.
He got the 2 in.
He got 2 in Pianto, 1 in Noki now, 1 in Gelado, and did
Oh, he's gonna do 1 red.
the thing.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, true.
penalty
He
red.
got this one with the birds.
Yeah. Honestly, not too bad of a match for Paper. It was like 4 uniques is technically in Paper's favor still. 200s, he was. If only he did the hidden instead, which honestly he couldn't really know. It was he was still behind. Like row 2 is definitely not secure for Paper or row 1 in that sense. So Paper needed greedy play to get a strong to get back into the game properly and have a good shot at winning. But unfortunately, this wasn't. This was just the wrong call. It was not even a bad call. It was just the wrong call.
Yeah, and plus the mistakes, like the death in PNSX didn't really help.
Yeah, it definitely took some time away from Paper's plan. I don't know how much it actually mattered, but it's still significant. Maybe if Paper didn't die, if he had like clean gameplay and everything, there could have been a good chance that he could have won the 5 from 2 with Rico hundreds, which could have been made this game very close still, as mentioned.
Oh, are we gonna see the turbo coin? Turbo coin clip. That's cool. Hey!
Let's go.
That's worth it.
Yeah. Ronaldo's doing the mirror Jala 1 red castle route. Kind of awkward. I guess it doesn't matter, but it seems wrong.
That's the mic route.
Nah, the mic route is something terrible.
Oh, it's even
GG.
Yeah. Oh, it's over. GG.
Yeah, it's over. Even though Paper lost and it seemed pretty rough just on the goals being clicked. 5 from 2 went Paper's way with the Rika hundreds. We could have had a game. Anyhow, welcome Rimato. GG on your match. How do you feel? Do you think this was close? Do you think this was a wash?
Yo.
We need a voice actor again. Okay, thank you, Papa.
It felt close.
Okay. What in particular felt close? Like, what do you think was the rough thing at Rimato in the
And
voice
Paper is in the
channel?
chat.
Oh, hello, Paper. Welcome. I wouldn't say it was a wash, Paper.
I have no clue how I won 2 hiddens 1 level and 5 from 2. Paper
5 from 2.
Paper didn't prioritize 2 hiddens 1 level, and he died a few times in PNSX.
Yeah, right after the pause. But the only rough part for Paper was that he felt he was behind, so he for his 5 from Rico, he opted to do Rico 100s at the end. If he went for either of the hiddens or Rico 5, he would have got that goal. But at the same time, if he got Rico 100s, he would have had 200s. He would have had 3 out of the 4 unique bosses. And at that point, 60 tolls and 2 from 5 is kind of a toss-up.
I think I misread Paper's enemies for some reason. I thought it was Rico 4, but guessing
it was
was
actually Rico
Rico 3.
4. It was Rico 4, actually.
It was
Paper, how many blue
delay.
coins did you have at the end? Paper and Rimato being in 2 different chats actually is not the best thing in the world.
Yeah,
but thank you, Rimato. Thank you, Rimato. 51. Oh yeah, you could have had yeah. If you got the Rico 100s with 5 and 2, I think you were in a pretty decent shot for row 2 then. Rimato needed to secure 60 tolls in that case.
Yeah, Rimato had like 1 unique boss or 2. No, 2. He did Rico 1 and Mecha.
Yeah, he needed to do the right things. I think Rimato was still favored, but it could have been there was a way for Paper, at least. But yeah, Paper, like how do you feel? Just you said that this was a wash. We do not agree too much because there were some close parts, and I think you mentioned that 5 from 2 you didn't expect Rimato to get. So in that case, like how did you approach this card against Rimato? You probably thought he would go into Pianta because you're facing Rimato. So so what's the deal? What did you think when you saw the card?
Oh, both of them had 51 blue coins. Okay.
Mm.
I guess it would have depended, like, came down to who went for more blues during their hundreds. Like if Rimato wanted to do Noki 200s as part of his 4 from Noki. There would have been a bunch of blues on the way, right?
Mm.
So then if Paper targeted totals before then.
Mm.
Card looked big brain and confusing. You hated this card. Had no clue why you on. Okay.
Yeah.
This is a weird interview. They're like just talking in the
Yeah.
chat.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird interview, honestly. Paper, what do you mean with the same setup as Rimato with Pinner instead? Yeah, 8 from 1 was also close. Rimato delayed this for like I feel like no reason because the 2 hidden in 1 level seemed pretty obviously as Pianta when having clicked 6 pipe shines. And he forgot, okay, that makes sense. Paper, I think you were at like Shamai was going to be your 7th shine. I'm pretty sure. So it wasn't as close as 5 from 2, I think, but it was still in contention. That's if you probably got 8 from 1, I think you would have had 4 from 3. You would have done 4 from 3 instead of doing hundreds. I assume at least. But yeah, in hindsight, I think Rico would have been a better play just for better hiddens or like earlier hiddens and 2 hidden in 1 level. But at the same time, Pinner also had some value. It's just like Pinner hidden, Pinner Shell Mario. At that point, you might as well commit to Pinner entirely because it still has the same principle. It follows the same game plan as Rico. Was just a bit different, a bit more convenient, I guess, for what the card was. So there's definitely a reason to do like there was definitely incentive to go for 8 from Pinner instead, which just ended up not working. because Rimato actually committed really hard to Pianta. For Rimato, like in hindsight now, because you felt this game was close, what do you think you could have done better to actually have a better position in the game? Because this could have all still gone Paper's way. Without the Pinner 6 deaths, maybe, and if Paper followed his game plan as he did, he could have won 5 from 2 still with Rico hundreds, and that would have meant that it actually would come down to 60 totals. Most likely, at least. And it would have been a toss-up, as mentioned before. Okay, you're not very sure. I agree, this card was not the easiest, because some level progression was important. Either way, so you can't just commit to Pianta into dipping quickly into Pinner, then going Noki. Yeah, that makes sense. It was like you do fast levels, but you don't do Bianco or Serena really. So it makes sense that you guys perceive this card as being difficult to actually play on. In terms of enemies, Paper did the 4 Enrico that the stackings do, and delayed this for I think 3 minutes still.
Yeah, he did
Or
it.
maybe
He
even
did it
4
for
minutes.
quite a while, actually.
Yeah. I do believe that Rimato showed 5 NPCs, so Paper knew that enemies was not really on Rimato's game plan. Oh, you finished Pinot 4. That was a while then. Hold on. Oh yeah, you did this for a while, Paper.
Yeah, I mean, both of you had like barely any Delfino shines after all. Like you didn't really go for row one. Like even if Renato went for the like row one, he didn't go for like the obvious level progression, like shine progression that row one has with Delfino shines and Noki. Did you think that was too slow, Rimato, for row one? Did you just wanted another win con like this as your backup in row one, or did you just during the course of the match decide that you were going for this?
One really interesting thing that was just being said is that Rimato thought that Paper would want Serena early. Oh, 4 uniques. Okay, yeah. Probably just for 4 uniques. I assume there's like no good other incentive to go for Serena early. Or do you think Paper initially planned to do like a Pianta counter, gets hidden in Serena, get lives in Serena, pipes, maybe even 2 hidden in Serena? Oh, the blue coin in Serena 4 is definitely one of the best enemies to get. Would just help out Mike's 9 enemies argument.
Isn't it like all enemies?
9 enemies is not all enemies. It doesn't. I think it doesn't include the bees. It includes like 2 in Bianco, 4 in Rico. That's 6 already. The Tangelo, the stacking stew, and the Serena Boo. And yes, Rico-less enemies would have worked in this game against Yurimato, but who's actually in their right mind being like, yeah, 5 enemies, I can do this without Rico and be very secure about this goal. It's a hindsight play, basically. But yeah,
That's a
GG
screenplay.
guys. Yeah, you can do this. You can try this out in scrims, but in a league match, in a tournament match, you don't want to do this, I think. Okay, but that being said, Paper, not necessarily a tough loss, but I would say a tough loss still. You guys are playing on Sunday. Paper's probably happy he doesn't have to play 3 games in a row again. And yeah, I hope we will see your guys' best on Sunday. Does Paper need to announce the variant now, or does it have to be 15 minutes before
No,
that
it's
match?
before that match.
Okay, good. So Paper can strategize, go into the lab, think about this for a few hours, how he wants Rimato to win, and what variant. But yeah, GG guys. This interview is taking way too long. Do you guys have anything else to say? Like any final words?
Wait a second, Rimato. The schedule and the commentary signups don't agree on
Don't
Hey
lie
Radio
now.
Juku Talks. So we have a match in 1 hour, right?
Possibly.
According to the schedule, no, but according to commentary signup, yes. Read match
I'm
schedule.
pretty sure.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure Rimato just fucked up. So.
Yeah, I read match schedule, but I didn't remember what the changes were. Okay, so the schedule. Okay, so we're gonna see you guys in 2.5 hours.
Oh yeah, that's why. Rimato, take it away with a raid then. Anyhow.
Because sign up is not a schedule. I mean, it's better than this. It's really useful to see the schedule. Okay.
Yeah.
Either way, I
Paper's
guess.
not.
Go ahead.
Rimato wishing good luck to Samu and JJ. Paper not doing any scrims. Nothing new. But Rimato doesn't want to raid anyone. What the fuck?